This week, our hero joins Niagara River superstar Paul Castellano. And obviously, Paul is a superstar because somehow he arranged special permission for these two to fish the base of Niagara Falls.
There's one. Unbelievable. Look at this backdrop we've got. Catching steelies like this.
I'm Dave Mercer, pro angler and all-round fishing big mouth. Today, I've got one day on one body of water, and I am surrounded by cameras. Unfortunately for me, but fortunately for you, they're going to show you everything that happens, and I mean everything.
Son of a...
Welcome to Facts of Fishing, the show. Brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Shimano, technology you can feel. Yamaha, conquer water. Live Target Lures. Jackal, eat, sleep, Jackal. And Rigid Industries LED lighting. Torture tested, angler approved. Without further ado, here he is. I can't say this.
Just read the script.
The world's greatest angler, Dave Mercer.
Have you ever had a spot that you've dreamed of fishing your whole life? I know I have. To some people, this may be known as the honeymoon capital of the world. But if you ask me, this just may be the fishing capital of the world. Ever since the first time I set my eyes on Niagara Falls, I've dreamed of fishing there. But you know what? Sometimes dreams become nightmares. When it finally happened, we showed up and it literally froze. That's right, Niagara Falls frozen.
I mean, the watercolor sucks. It's freezing cold. Awesome way to start the day. Come on, fish.
But just like your guidance counselor used to tell you, you can't give up on your dreams. So a year later, we're back.
These are sexy little baits, man.
They're awesome.
Yep. The water's 46 degrees. As this water cools, this bite actually gets better.
When they dust it, will the float?
Gone.
Even a dummy like me is gonna know exactly what.
Dude, if that goes down, give him the gears.
I want to get one. It doesn't matter where you fish or what you fish for. It's always that haunting feeling. I want to catch the first one just so I know what it feels like. So more, more dialed in.
Look at that backdrop, eh?
Oh, it's insane.
If we don't get ripped in 20 minutes doing this,
Yeah. One of the cool things about float fishing with a bait casting reel here is that free spool allows me, that's the rock, got it off there. It allows me to just feed it line, no different than a float reel, and it's obviously a reel that I'm a lot more comfortable with. So by hitting that free spool, as that float goes through that current, that line can smoothly be fed to those fish and give it a real natural, lifelike presentation.
just keep going between 8 feet, as shallow as 8 feet, and fish right here, and as deep as 13, 14 feet. Fish on.
Yeah! See how you distracted me there? You told me to move my bobber stopper. And
I just made it longer though, that's why I said it. That thing pulled it down really slow. I just went to like 12 or 13 feet, no fight at all.
All right, I guess I better get the net, huh? The biggest challenge of this day is me manipulating my way down to the net without dying.
Coming at you.
Come see me, girl. Dude, how crazy is it that you're, like, it's the first time you're ever fishing. When you hook a fish, you probably don't even look at the fish because you're like, are we really here? There you go.
Nice.
I like it.
There we go. First fish that didn't take long.
Let me get them for you, dude.
Pop that hook.
There you go.
It's awesome, man. Thank you. This is a super rare day for us. We actually got permission to fish at the base of the falls. It's mid-November, and with Dave Mercer. Unbelievable. Look at this backdrop we've got. Catching steelies like this. That's pretty slick. This is the first time I've used this, man. I'm impressed. She wants to go. Woo!
You know, it doesn't matter what you're fishing for. The thing that, you know, always excites me about fishing is everybody always searches for that big difference, that, you know, that what can we do? Is there a secret lure? And generally, it is always just a subtle, small adjustment. And that's exactly what that was. I mean, Paul just dropped his float a little bit deeper and literally just a few casts later hooks into that fish. So this is a very, very cool way to fish. And one of the most exciting days I've ever spent on the water. I mean, we're fishing Niagara Falls. And I'll tell you how this started. This was a challenge that I gave Paul. I mean, we talked about shooting a show for years, and we wanted to do something different. I said, let's get permission to come down here. I'm pretty happy we did.
That's pretty cool, man. You stop fishing for a second and just look.
It's nuts. It's insane.
If I don't get bit in like 5 casts, I'm gonna go to bottom bouncer.
Here comes a fish. Sense it. I was wrong. Oh, I'm in a different area code now. You know, this type of fishing is no different than, you know, if you're bass fishing or whatever, in the way that if you're out here with a buddy, I mean, you always want to figure out what the fish want. Always, always, always throw something different than your buddy until your buddy starts catching them, and then you make the adjustment. We're going to try to figure out what the best way to make these Niagara Falls, not just Niagara River, this is Niagara Falls. I mean, it's right there, to make these Niagara Falls fish feast. I mean, there's been a lot of television shows that have shot in current, but I don't think any of them have shot in current like this. It's got to be the strongest current you can fish in. But whenever you're fishing in current like this, one of the keys is figuring out the direction. I mean, every spot you've got to move around a spot to cover it totally effective, but in current you have that added element to it where it's not just the piece of structure, it's the way the current is hitting it and the way the fish are used to eating in this current. So when you go to a spot like this and you start fishing that current, first thing you want to do is try all the different zones and really pay attention to the areas that you get success. Too bad there's no fish.
No, 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 no.
Uh-oh, bottom bouncer. Come on, eat it. It's clearing up.
Yeah. There we go. That is a light take, man. That's the deal though, like Dave was saying, you just use the current. The fish are sitting in that current, they're used to feeding in it. Throw it up on a 45, follow your line down, and these things just wait for the food to come to them. And this is it. This is the Mecca. We are two of the luckiest dudes in all of Niagara Falls right now.
Everybody's got their spots, and this is a spot that, you know, I mean, I've wanted to fish this for years and years and years, and you just don't get to experience this, and it's a bizarro world. I mean, it's like going fishing in the Lord of the Rings or something.
This is about as cool as it gets. We used to be allowed to fish here, so you can't fish here any longer, unfortunately. But it's about as cool of a place to catch a steelhead as anywhere I've ever been.
I'm in the net. I'll get it. I got you.
Coming at you.
Got it.
Yes, buddy.
That is a good fish, dude.
So one thing about these steelies that are different than smallies and the rest of the fish, they are pretty fragile. You know, they are a tough fish, but if you start handling them too much, you know, you drop them. It's not good for them. Gloves really good. You keep it in the water. I like to just grab it by the tail, hold it by the belly, never pick it up by the gills, never hold it up vertically like you do with some of the other fish. That's it right there. Beautiful steelhead.
Most shows are too proud or maybe just too smart to admit to using a guide. Paul is not just a guide, he's one of the best guides on earth, and the next few seconds should prove that.
Oh my God. Snag.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Make a cast.
All right.
Got him?
Now.
Oh yeah, I see where this is going. Here, go.
It's nice to have a broadcast.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm sure I'll get the hang of it in 2-3 hours. You'll get very good at tying stuff.
Oh, hey, listen, I'm training for the knot tying Olympics. Are you hauling it way out there?
Yeah. Is that where you're getting them out there?
Yeah, out in that, see that foam out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy, like that.
Get away from that rock. Get away. You gotta imagine, dude, that these fish, you know, all steelhead are insano, but these things, I mean, they live in a treadmill. Like literally, there's not a lot of current break in this area. Oh, easy.
Sweet.
This is no fun. Oh! Like I said, it is insane the amount of current that these fish live in. I mean, there's current and then there's Niagara Falls. Totally nuts just how much current. I mean, 150,000 gallons per second rushes through this bad boy. And I mean, you know, when you hear comments like people say, oh, it's flowing like Niagara Falls, obviously it flows here. Let me know when you're good with the net, Polly.
Anytime, brother, anytime. Nice, dude. Oh! Yeah.
You know, that's one of those things, no matter what you're fishing for, there is a skill to netting a fish. And you know, people lose a lot of fish. It's not, I wasn't slamming you. I was saying you did it right. You basically don't want to stab at the fish, you let the guy pull it in. Maybe he didn't, I don't know.
Nice, dude.
Beautiful. You want to hook him?
Yeah.
The crazy thing, as soon as you hold these bad boys, pure muscle. But like I said, I mean, 150,000 gallons. And yes, I Googled that on the way here, as a matter of fact. 150,000 gallons per second flowing through this bad boy. So these, whew, some of the strongest trout you will ever run into. Fish.
Yep.
There he is.
Nice, dude. Not bad for a smallmouth guy. Not bad.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
You see that?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
Good fish, man. Same thing at the tail out, the back of the run.
There you go. This is good.
Very nice.
Whew. Like Paul said, I mean, Lord knows how many fish are sitting right there, but all of them right in front of that big rock. There's tons and tons of them. Cookie cutters, but I got a feeling. I have a feeling we're gonna get a big one. But if we don't, these are pretty good. See ya.
There's one. Fish. I'm gonna take it easy on this one. And the way we're fishing, you'd expect them just to smash it real hard. And it's just the lightest little tick.
Think of all the things that's pulling on your line. You know, you got heavy weight, you got all that current, and I think that's one of the reasons that it's good to use. You know, most steelhead guys are never gonna throw braid in most situations, but it's pretty perfect for this.
For bottom bouncing, at least in this region, like we grew up using fiberglass rods and monofilament. It's as stretchy as it gets. It's stretchy back then, but this gives you amazing feel. With the soft rod and the braid, it's a pretty deadly combo. It's a little dude, but thinks he's big. A lot of times, if I can see the hook, we don't even take him out of the water. Bye-bye. That's it. Don't even touch him. Leave him in the water. Better for the fish. Don't waste any time. Get back at her.
There we go. You are gonna get snagged. Hooked up?
Nope.
And I got snagged again.
Only problem with this. Got half a cast there. No. Half a cast.
There you go. Okay, where's your line? I think I'm on this side of you.
Oh! That's okay. That's a quick release.
LDR, long distance
man.
release.
That's okay.
Do I just break this off?
Here, man, this is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you call the bait and switch. We're running on daylight, Dave. We can't waste any time here.
All right.
Hello. I am your guide today, monsieur.
You know, every one of these fish has come from that one little zone, and every time your bait gets near there, you know, they're looking at it. Basic bottom bouncing setup we have. We have Power Pro Slick on our reels.
And then I like to attach a pretty good amount of 12-pound fluorocarbon. I want a little bit of stretch. If it's direct to the braid, you just seem to break off too much. So a good 20 feet or so of the 12-pound fluorocarbon. You see your three-way swivel? See how it makes a T? I like to tie my weight off the bottom of the T. So I've got 12-pound here, 12-pound for my weight, and then for the leader, I'm gonna go lighter. 7-pound fluorocarbon or 8-pound fluorocarbon, but I'm gonna do about 5 to 6 feet. You might only do 4 feet, you might need 9 feet. That's up to you. We usually just match the hook size to the bait we're using. So we're using fairly big row bags. So don't want a hook that's too small, but I don't want something that's way too big. I wanna try to hide the hook in the row bag. What we've been using, because we're dealing with pretty heavy current, this is a 3/4 ounce chunk. You might need 1 ounce, might only need a 1/2 ounce. So what we do is we take a pair of side cutters and you can cut it down so you get just the right amount of weight needed to do this kind of bottom bouncing. And then on the business end, these are rainbow trout eggs tied up in different colored mesh. I like to lay the hook flat. I go in once, maybe a couple times, and then I just push it up. There you go. Simple. So you've got your three-way, you've got your weight, about 6 feet of line, and on the business end. Good to go.
That is in the zone. There we go. Yeah, I told you that was in the zone. Slow down, sunshine. That is the whole cool thing about, using a longer rod like this, and that's really one of the major keys with this style of fishing is because you need that big elastic band, basically. You see, when that fish surges, the rod just won't. It takes all the load and also allows you a lot better line pickup.
Bigger fish, Dave?
Either a bigger fish or I'm a big wuss, one or the other. Awesome feeling and experience. And I normally won't say this, Paul wasn't around, but people ask me who is one of the world's best guides. That dude right over there. Don't tell him I said that, but he's ultimately the guide's guide. He's not gonna help you catch fish just the day you're with him. He'll help you catch fish every single trip you go afterwards. No, don't tell him I said that.
We're running out of daylight here.
He's whooping on me, dude. I don't catch these often. All right, calm down. You ready? There you go.
In the net.
Snow is falling, the fish are biting.
Whenever you're ready. Oh, he ate it. It's gone.
Look at that awesome creature right there. And I said it and I'll probably say it a whole bunch more times. This is ultimately a bucket list for me. I've always been a little geeky kid that looks down here and says, I wonder if there's fish in there. I answered that question today, thanks to Paul Castellano. That is a super sexy sea beast right there. Best thing about this dude is, he's going back in to grow. See ya.
If you want to hook up with some Niagara Steel, contact Paul Castellano from Cast Adventures. If he can catch Dave fish, he can truly catch anyone fish. Brought to you by Rigid Industries LED Lighting, makers of the trolling motor mount light kit. Torture tested, angler approved.
You got him?
Yeah.
Done. See how spaced out the shakes are?
That means a big head. His head is gargantuous. It's like Sputnik. I saw him, dude. He's big.
You're gonna have to go, dude. You're gonna have to chase that.
Get your kayak. We're going for a walk.
Rod high.
I can't go down because I'll get hooked on that rock.
Yeah, watch your step. When you get close, I'll run down. If you break your femur.
I'm gonna try to avoid breaking my femur. Sure, I got a great idea. We'll go to a natural wonder of the world. We'll climb up top mossy rocks. He's taking me.
Keep on him, dude. Keep on him.
It is a gamble. How far can you push him? I mean, because if you lean on it too much, you're gonna break the line or pull the hook out of his yap. Come on, swim out, sunshine.
How you doing? Don't pull. You got a real big one, dude. Here's what we're gonna do. Hand off.
Stole my fish.
Come for a walk.
There he goes. Just slide down the rocks like a walrus. Hey, you guys be careful. Who says that fishing isn't a workout? It's like a Cops episode. This isn't gonna be easy going through this. What happened to Dave? Well, he fell in a canyon. Man down. I would not recommend this route. Sweet baby Jesus, careful.
Dude, get in there.
What'd he say? He's got it. Oh, you didn't lose them.
Defeat! It was right there!
Oh, well, don't say that.
Oh!
Let's go get more.
Yeah.
Come on up on the island.
We need a giant. There's one.
There you go.
That's it. This is it. Oh, we got a bigger one. Don't you go near that rock. That was it. Dude, this is a pretty fun day. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that is a good one, dude.
You keep fishing. Oh. Yes. Gotta love it. This is what we're here for, right here. Hook free. This is the deal, right here. This is what we're here for. Big, beautiful Niagara River Steelhead. That thing is a stud. It does not get any better than that. That fish is absolutely perfect.
Dave and Paul fished for 4 hours and 42 minutes, made 566 casts, and landed 7 super sexy Niagara steelhead. Oh yeah, and they chased one about a mile down the shore. And that's the score. Now it's time for the facts. The majority of today's fish were caught on 9-foot moderate light action G Loomis GL2 rods, paired with a Shimano Stratic CI4 Plus, spooled up with 12-pound test Power Pro braid with a 7-pound fluorocarbon leader. As for the baits of choice, every fish came on either a Jackal Super Crosstail Shad or an old school traditional roe bag. Both of these fished on a Trocar drop shot hook. And that's the facts.